November 20th, 2021. After meditating on the previous dream, on the words spoken with zeal, that we must be counterweight Christians, I was praying to the Lord regarding this. And, at some moment, I fell asleep again. I saw myself standing in front of a large, extensive river. There I also saw many people standing around, and the order was heard, clear and specific, saying, "Clean the river." I noticed that there was a lot of garbage in its surroundings and a lot of leaves accumulated on its edges. The river was brown. By its color, I realized that it had recently rained in the mountains and this water had come down with soil. I was also being indicated that we had to be attentive to possible hits of water coming from the mountains. We all started to clean up the river around it. Some were where the river flowed, and, when they began to clean it, it began to flow normally. Soon, its waters began to clear and, from brown color, they became clean as the dirt ran, or flowed, downstream. Someone asked, "Who is willing to enter the river to check if its bottom is dirty and, if it is deep?" So I said, those instructions were not given by the Eternal. Our work is out of the river. I had not stopped talking when I saw a young man enter the waters, and I said to him, "Young man, what are you doing? You must not enter. We were not given those instructions. Please come back." But the young man continued on his way, entering in the deep waters. The river was still turbulent, but its cleanliness progressed as it went downstream. Soon, something moved violently in the water and was coming towards the young man, who had not even noticed this. I called out to the young man and saw a man running towards him. He jumped into the water, cried out to God for the life of the inconsistent young man, and took him, soon, to the shore. And they were able to free themselves of the misfortune. The cleaning of the river continued, and I saw that the waters, more and more, became crystalline. And like this, the huge marine beast that nested there came out, down the river, because it didn't like that the water was clean and exposed before everyone. Then, when all the garbage bags were taken to its place, we were told, "Now you can wash yourselves in its waters." I saw the young man, who had previously enter the waters again, and, behind him, the man who helped him. And these swam and plunged happily into them. They amused each other by throwing water to each other, showing that everything was in peace, safe, and there was much happiness in this. Now, at that moment, while I was seeing this, I woke up again and I meditated on how sad it is not to explicitly follow the instructions of the Eternal, because, not following, these can cause us great misfortunes. I began to pray and ask God for all those who receive explicit instructions from God and, due to any difficulty, stray from these instructions. Or sentimentality does not let them advance when the Eternal has given said instructions. The majesty of heaven speaks, and the mortal puts himself in the position that he abides by it if it suits him, according to him, or not. It is a great sin, a capital sin, to ignore the instructions of the Eternal. Because, there will be no instructions coming from him that are ignored and not bring nefarious consequences to the mortal. No matter how much you think that your reasoning will help you and will save you, it will not be like that, for, in disobedience, no one will be liberated. Oh beloved! What a sad condition of mortals who, with deformed characters and their own reasoning, believe we know better what is best for us and cast aside the words of the Eternal. Many say they believe, but their actions say otherwise. All of this is undergoing revision. Those, to whom, the Eternal opens doors and they stop to calculate each movement, to see if it suits them, and do not advance by faith, will be in danger of going backwards. Like this I have been let known. Those who do not see the urgency of being now, with everything ready, will suffer because of their delay. 2. Those who believe and think that the spiritual is everything they need and do not put their hand to the plow, they will be taken for unfaithful servants. Faith and works is essential to fully fulfill the divine mandate. God grant that we can understand it like this. May the Eternal bless us.